Hello, my name is Steve Deming, Partner Technology Strategist in the East Region, and welcome to 2 minutes of conversation on Windows Small Business Server v.Next. So you may be asking yourself, is Microsoft actually announcing a new version of SBS? Well, I'm here to tell you that the answer to that question is absolutely no. We're not announcing a new version of Small Business Server. However, as we approach the 5th anniversary of the last edition of Small Business Server, we're going to find that a lot of the components leveraged in Small Business Server are moving out of mainstream support. And this is a good time for us to be having that review conversation with ourselves and with our customers as to what should the next generation of their technology look like. With that in mind, I wanted to go ahead and propose what would be the next version of Small Business Server. What would it actually look like? And in order to really have that conversation, I think it's important for us to review what really made Small Business Server great. In my mind, there really were 3 areas where Small Business Server excelled. The first, it brought to market enterprise quality technologies to an SMB space. Specifically, we got great Active Directory, we got file and print services, we got messaging and document collaboration, and when we went to the add-on, we got things like SQL Server and remote desktop services, all with some great wizards at a great price point. This is, in my mind, what made SBS great. So if we were to recreate SBS in today's market, would all these technologies be exactly the same, and how would we achieve all 3 of these pillars? Well, in my opinion, I think a combination of on-premises technology and cloud technology helps us meet the enterprise quality, helps us meet the great SMB price point, and with some very smart implementation, we can work ourselves around the wizards. With that being said, if I was to propose a solution for Small Business Server v.Next, accomplishing the same functionality that the original Small Business Server accomplished, I would be looking at a combination of on-premises and cloud for my Active Directory. I would be using an on-premises Windows Server 2012 R2 for file and print. I certainly would be using Office 365 for both my messaging as well as my collaboration. And when it came to the advanced functionality of things like SQL Server, rather than trying to implement an on-premises server stack for SQL Server, I would look at Azure SQL, and for the remote desktop services, I would certainly look at Azure Remote App. To bring it all together and to give us that great end-user experience of the remote web workplace, I would go back and leverage the Windows Server Essentials experience. Now, this is just a proposed stack that I would recommend using, and I've got some great reasons for my choices of each one of these components. If you'd like to hear more details on those reasons, please look at this webcast recorded earlier, or rather I should say the last week of April. Thanks very much.